1990, Donald Trump invited Tokyo billionaire Akio Kashiwagi to play at the Trump Plaza in Atlantic City. And if you recall, this is when Trump was big in the Atlantic City casino business. And here's what happened. This is Trump speaking. From the very first hand, Kashiwagi started beating the hell out of us, Donald Trump said in anger. Trump was down $1 million within half an hour. 2 days later, Kashiwagi headed back to Tokyo with $6 million of Donald Trump's money in his pocket. From the first time the Kashiwagi Method, this is the first time, it's being released. It beats all casino games with even money bets. And it's so powerful. All you need is about $35. And then you can get started. And you can turn this $35, we'll show you how to do this, into winnings of $1,000 an hour. Al M. was one of the Baccarat dealers at the Trump Plaza when Akio Kashiwagi challenged Donald Trump and won millions of dollars in Atlantic City. Then, Al improved the system and made it virtually foolproof. Once I tried it, I was astonished by the raw power of the Kashiwagi Method. Al, the former dealer, retired in less than 2 years playing his improved version of the Kashiwagi Method. What Al did is he made some changes that greatly improved the original system. Now the original systems had a weakness, and that was the way that Kashiwagi chose how he placed his bets. Al told me Kashiwagi didn't really seem to have a system for placing his bets and seemed to use a lot of hunch betting. And when he was right, of course, he won hand after hand, but when he was wrong, he could quickly lose. Now, after working with the system for months, Al came up with a solution. Instead of using a hunch method like Kashiwagi did, he developed a perfected method of where to place your bets. It's called bet, chop, bet selection. Now this method selects where you bet, and it's really, really good. It will catch and follow every trend. So you get lots of trends in games like Baccarat, games like Roulette, even in craps. It's going to catch all those trends. It also will beat choppy games, where, for example, if you're roulette and you're playing red and black and it goes red, black, black, red, red, black, black, red, it'll catch those kinds of trends. It is so good it actually anticipates trends on the table. Now we incorporated it in the final version of the Kashiwagi Method that we developed, and this is the one we will send you. We tested this improved Kashiwagi Method and we're very, very impressed. In fact, we recruited a group of players to help us test the final version, and we had them do it. We played it worldwide. John B. from Indianapolis, Indiana said, I quickly grew $35 into $27,000. As a $25 bettor, now he's a $25 bettor, he wins $1,194 an hour. That's on the average. Now Gary B., who's retired, lives in Sioux City, Iowa, told me, I'm retired. I was looking for something interesting and profitable. I got it all with the Kashiwagi Method. I play in a local casino and I win $3,200 to $3,750 a day. Every day I play. Lee L. likes to play online. He said, I'm a small bettor. However, I'm making a lot of money with the Kashiwagi Method. I average winning $1,494 an hour. Kyle T. from Scottsdale, Arizona says, in 10 days, I won $29,000. I love the Kashiwagi Method. Now, this upgraded Kashiwagi Method has just blasted casinos everywhere it's played. It easily beats all versions of roulette, and that's single wheel, double wheel roulette online. land-based games, even electronic versions of roulette. It just runs over the Baccarat and mini Baccarat games. And once again, it's land-based as well as online versions. It really is a good system for craps. If you've been frustrated with craps play, I really recommend this system. And it works really well at online craps as well. Online craps can be a lot of fun, believe it or not, and this system makes it really profitable. Now, we made some changes with the system to specifically adapt it to blackjack, and we found out it's a terrific blackjack system too. In fact, it set new records for how consistently it wins at blackjack. And our extensive testing has proven these results are not a fluke. Kashiwagi Method beat the Trump casinos in the 1990s. Then it won enough for the former Baccarat dealer, Al M., to retire, a millionaire. It's now winning a fortune for our small group of players, and we're accepting a few more players. I'm confident it'll work for you too. Now, the Kashiwagi Method in the manual gives you everything you need to know to win consistently at roulette, blackjack, baccarat, even craps. This system easily beats these games in all of the United States and Canada. It wins in roulette, wins in England and France and Germany, Scandinavia. It beat the casinos in Australia and Macau. And it not only beats land-based games, it beats online games. Now, everything you need to win is in this player's manual. You can download it instantly at www.gamblersbookcase.com/Kashiwagi Method. The Kashiwagi Method sets up groups of what he called balanced bets, and they use them to beat the casinos. Now, these bets are not set up in a betting progression. In fact, they're not like any other betting system I've ever seen. They're the same type bets that Kashiwagi used to win millions of dollars in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. We're going to try a few bets at mini Baccarat. And Baccarat was Kashiwagi's favorite game, and it's an excellent game to play. Now, I've got $175 set up here, and that is going to be what we need to make $25 base bets. Now, this may be a little larger than what you want to make, but you can get started with just a $35 bankroll if you like. And you can start, that'll be enough to start making dollar bets, and that's perfect for online play. But we're going to illustrate it here and try it out with $25 bets, because that's a favorite size bet for people that want to make a lot of money with this strategy. Now, the strategy tells you where to bet, and it tells you how much to bet. That's the way that it works. It's all integrated. There's nothing you have to guess here. And just following this, we're going to pick up in the middle of a betting sequence. We made a couple bets before this we didn't show. Now we're going to pick up the next bet, and we're going to make $35 on banker. And we deal the cards out here, and we get the player hand and the banker hand. Now we get the player hand and the banker hand. We have a natural on the banker side, so the banker is going to win that hand. That's great. Now, the method we're using to select where we bet is the method developed by the dealer, and it's integrated in the strategy. It's called a chop betting. And we're going to tells us to put a $30 bet on player. So we'll put a $30 bet on player. And we'll get the cards dealt out here. And okay, we've got the player's going to take another hit. And the player hand, 8 wins to the banker, 8-7. So the player wins. We win that round. Pick up our chips and keep on playing. And we're told we automatically adjust to a $35 bet, and we're going to go on banker. And let's see how it happens with the banker bet. Okay, we've got a natural on the banker side, so the banker side is going to win that without any more draws necessary. And you notice we're winning a lot of hands, but that's what happens with this system. It's very good at picking where you bet. Now, with this system, everything we do is determined automatically. You always know where to bet and how much to bet. We're going to wager $25 on the banker side, and let's see what happens here. Put the cards down. Have a 7 on the player's side and a 2 on the banker's side. And we're going to take another hit on the banker's side. Take another draw. Okay. The player's side's going to win, so we lose that round of play. It's going to happen such and so on. And we just follow the system and we go to a $30 bet on the banker's side. Let's go with this round and see how we do. We have take one draw on the player's side. Okay, the banker wins 7 to 1 on that one, so we pick up another banker win. Pick up our chips, put them over here, and we just continue to follow the system. The system tells us to put a $25 bet on the player's side. Let's go ahead and go with that. Oh, we're going to natural on the player's side, so we're going to win that round. Pick up our winnings, and now we're using the chop bet system. We go back to banker, and we following the balanced betting. We put a $35 bet there. Okay, we got 5 on the and 8. We have a natural on the banker's side, so we win on the banker's side. Let's just take a break for a minute and see how we did at these rounds of betting here. I think you can see we did pretty well. My goodness. We won $165 in 7 bets. As you can see, this system wins very, very fast. Now you could play it just like this in a land-based game. And you get a fairly fast mini Baccarat game. You're playing heads up with the dealer, just you and the dealer. You can get in 100 rounds an hour. And 100 rounds an hour, winning just like we did here, you're going to make $2,371 an hour. Now online, there's no doubt you can play faster. You can adjust the rate of speed yourself. You could play 200 rounds of play in an hour. You're going to win $4,714 an hour. Now you can start to see how a billionaire, a Japanese billionaire, used this system to win millions of dollars playing in Las Vegas and Atlantic City. Kashiwagi Method has been called the world's best betting system. It's also the world's fastest winning strategy. It breaks just about all records for gambling systems. It returns 369% an hour on every dollar of game bankroll you use. Now what this means is if you use a game bankroll of $100, you're going to win an average of $369 an hour. Now if you invest $1,000 in play, and you can work your way up to this level really quick with the system. If you invest $1,000 in play, you're going to win $3,690 an hour. And you're going to be able to do this hour after hour. And you're going to be able to do it every time you play. And this consistency in piling up win after win is going to win you a fortune. And you can get started for almost no money. You can get started with just $35 with this system. And $35 doesn't sound like much, but we're going to show you how to turn $35 into $100,000 in the next 7 days. How does that get you? This is a proven plan. It works. Now our players are using it right now, and they're using it over and over. Some of our players have done this 4 or 5 times. You can imagine that. Start with as little as $35 and win $100,000. Some of them do it in 7 days. Some of them take their time and do it in 10 days. But the plan works. How long it takes depends on just which game you choose and how long you play, and also whether you play online or in a land-based casino. But the plan works. When you follow this plan, you're going to win $100,000. Now, Jamie K., one of our players, told me that the $100,000 plan was a lifesaver for him. He said, I think I've gone from flat broke to living the style I've always wanted. And I can't thank you enough for this. Kelly M., who plays in London, says, I've now won over 230,000 pounds using the Kashiwagi Method. My game is English roulette, and I use this system, and it just stuns the London clubs. Now Mary M. is from the other side of the world, Bakersfield, California. And Mary told me, I've gone from being a waitress to well off in 2 months with the Kashiwagi method. I play mini Baccarat and easily win $4,000 to $5,000 a week. Now there's no reason you can't do just as well. You can download the $100,000 win plan right now. Just go to their website at www.gamblersbookcase.com/Kashiwagi Method. Now I got something else you're going to like here too. And that is the automatic bet tracker. Automatic bet tracker. We developed a way for you to play and win automatically. It's called the automatic bet tracker. It's included free with the player's manual. So when you order the player's manual, you're going to automatically get the automatic bet tracker. Now here's how the bet tracker works. First you decide what your game is, and you'll say I'm going to play roulette. You set the bet tracker for your game because it works differently for different games. You set it for roulette, and let's say if you're a dollar bettor, you set it for dollar bets. If you're a $5 bettor, you set it for $5 bets. That's it. Then you start playing. It's going to show you where to bet each round to play. It's going to give you the amount to bet each time you bet. It's going to keep track of your winnings. It's even going to tell you when you hit your target win. Now with the combination of the Kashiwagi method, the automatic bet tracker, you're going to be virtually unstoppable as a casino player. Now this player's manual is the same player's manual we use to train our players. It contains the original Kashiwagi method that beat Trump out of millions of dollars. And it has included the improved chop bet selection system that Al M. developed and retired on in less than a couple of years of play. Now this player's manual gives you everything you need to know to use the Kashiwagi method to win at roulette, craps, Baccarat, even Blackjack. It has a complete, proven, step-by-step betting plan you're going to use to beat the casinos. You can have this tested and proven system in your hands in the next 3 minutes. Just go to the website www.gamblersbookcase.com/Kashiwagi Method. It's your turn to become a Kashiwagi Method millionaire. This method has been called the world's best betting strategy. It's also the world's fastest winning strategy. It breaks just about all records for gambling systems. It returns 369% an hour on every dollar of bankroll used. This means if you invest $100 in play, you're going to win $369 an hour. You can do this hour after hour, every time you play. The system has been tested and proven to work. And after right now, you're going to also get the automatic bet tracker, and I told you about it. It makes your play virtually automatic. And you start out free, download the $100,000 win plan. It's going to show you how to turn $35 into $100,000 in the next 7 days. Now you want to remember that the original system was the personal system of a highly successful billionaire gambler. Now, it can be your system too. It's completely guaranteed to win. You can try it out risk-free for 1 full year. Isn't it time you turned your own life around? You can do it with this complete winning system. Just go to our website, www.gamblersbookcase.com, Kashiwagi Method. I love this system. You're going to love it too. If you're ready to step up to the big leagues of casino play, you need the Kashiwagi Method. Russell Hunter wishing you sky-high profits and really a lot of fun using this fabulous winning system.